All right, Shalom. All honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. Now, this is a response to this little comment board from Miss Papoose. I typically rather see women posting this long of a comment on a post and they let's go ahead and cuss them out. Now, I'm not going to do that. But better is open rebuke than secret love, sister. And I'm making this video for you so that you can understand. Well, now what you said here that kind of caught my eye was where you said he doesn't really distinguish between man and woman, and that you think, leaning unto your own understanding, that in Ezekiel 34 and 31, our Father is quite simply and literally saying that we are mankind and not the literal sense of an animal flock. I believe this part. Now, no, it's not talking about an animal flock. You know, I guess I'll get that precept real quick. Yeah, this will be a perfect precept. All right, so the Most High Son, Yahweh Shai, said what? My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. You know? What was that? 27. All right. Oh yeah, I got one more too. Now, these are just a couple of quick precepts. John 17 and 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now, if we know anything about where the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai was manifested, it was in One West. And I don't recall seeing any women being in elder positions and pushing that revelation. So those are just a couple of quick things. Now I'm just going to show you that there is indeed, I'm sure you understand, but there is indeed a clear separation between men and women throughout the scriptures. Now this is the one that the brother used, the brother GMS Solemn Assembly. I watch a lot of his videos. And ye, this is Ezekiel 34 and 31, and ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your power, saith the Lord Yahweh. All right, so let's just get a couple precepts to just show you that there is definitely separation. Like I said, I'm sure you've read some of these, but if not, here we go. The women of Jerusalem, Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Now, this is the thing about this particular society. If you don't know from being a woman, women are given positions of power more readily in this society than men are. The disrespect may still be there, but women are given power more readily than men are. There are many women that run their households in this society when it should be men running their households. But this is what it says further. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. It's not talking about everybody. It says ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble ye women that are at ease. And how are women at ease? There are a lot of women at ease in this society because they have been given this job. They have their own crib, their own place, whereas a lot of men are struggling and they look down on those men. Oh, if you can't match me, forget you. But they don't consider that they're given certain positions of power and certain jobs more readily than men are in this society. And a lot of women can't even accept that or see that. Anyway. Tremble ye women that are at ease, so therefore they're at ease. I don't need you. I got mine. I can do bad by myself. Going down the street, bum nigga, or whatever the case may be, they're real proud about it. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. So be troubled, because a lot of women are careless. And gird sackcloth upon your loins. So basically it's telling you to be shamefaced. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, because this destruction is going to come upon 2/3 of the children of Israel, man, and destruction is coming to this world. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. So this is another precept, Isaiah 3 and 18. Let's see, where should I start? Matter of fact, I'm gonna start up here. I thought I saw it. Yeah, okay, so this is Isaiah 3. I'm gonna start at 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. And this is a true statement, a clear distinction again. Women rule over us. It's a distinction. The women are currently in power, like I just made a statement. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. And a lot of women, women, it's supposed to be a family unit. So a lot of women, when they try to raise their son, they don't properly equip him. He's not properly equipped to be a man because she's not a man. She doesn't experience the same things a man experiences, so she can't typically prepare a man for what he's going to experience. All right. Now let's go to Isaiah 3 and 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, they're proud, like I stated earlier. You bum ass nigga, you this, that, and the other, not considering that the men are more oppressed than the woman and are given less power. Money is power in this society. We're given less power so that we do not rule our household, so we can't raise our children right. Why? To keep us in wickedness and to keep us in folly, man. So they're prideful when they look upon a man who doesn't have, and they look at him like he ain't shit. Because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks. They got their neck all stretched out like a giraffe. They proud. And wanton eyes. They looking all over. A lot of them, if they got a man, they staring at the next man, seeing what he got. Do he got more? Walking and mincing as they go. Switching, walking all prancing, basically prancing around. And making a tinkling with their feet. All dolled up, accessoried up, jingling everywhere. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. Some of them gonna be bald. They're gonna be losing their hair. They're gonna have short hair. And the Lord will discover their secret parts. And that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet. So how many men got tinkling ornaments on their feet? This is clearly making a distinction. And this is talking about women and their cows or their calves. And their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers and the bonnets. How many men wear bonnets? And the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. Who wears hoods and veils? It's a shame for a man to have his head covered, especially when he's prophesying. And it should come to pass that instead of sweet smell, who's known for sweet smell, they gotta smell good. They love to get their little sweet smelling soap and their little perfumes. That's women, man. But instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of well set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth. And burning instead of beauty. Thy men, distinction again, shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war in her gates. This is talking about Jerusalem, that she's likened to as a woman as well, shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. But all these things are clearly things that women wear: bonnets, leg ornaments, earrings, rings, nose jewels, different all these different changes of clothes, mantles, wimples, hoods, veils. Men don't wear hoods and veils. That's a woman thing. Tinkling ornaments on their feet. I made the point. This stuff is stuff that women wear. So there's a clear distinction. And, this is one last thing. If you believe in the words of the Most High, if you understand that, what does it say again? John 10 and 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Now, what is the Most High's voice? The Most High, or Yahweh's voice, is the Word, because He is the Word manifest, right? In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word was God, or Elohim, or power. So the Most High Son is the Word manifest. All right. So what is this? This is a part of the Word that was inspired by Yahweh, Him being the Word Himself. let your woman, this is 1 Corinthians 14 and 34 and 35. Let your women, distinction again, let the women keep silence in churches. Now, if this was talking about men and women, wouldn't nobody be talking at the church. And the church is anywhere where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name and prophesying. So let your women, the women folk, keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. It's not a shame for men to speak, because how else can the word come out? We're just gonna sit there and look at each other? No, it's a clear distinction. The flock of his pasture are men. All right, literally men. Look at the 12 disciples, men. You know, there were a couple judges raised up. Ruth was raised up. She was a woman. You know, there were no, it was Deborah. You know, but either way, even in the case of Deborah, she had a man that was right alongside her, helping her out, and she was only raised up because Israel kept on disobeying. It was a shameful thing because it was a double blow. Why? Because Deborah was raised up to shame Israel because the enemy was given into her hands, and then Sisera was given into the other woman's hands. The general of the king was given into another woman's hands. So it was a shameful thing unto Israel for that to happen. The men got no glory, when previously they were the ones getting the glory, but they kept going off. So Most High was like, all right, I'm gonna put a men up there. And she even said, so you should not have glory this day. And what did she do? She came back and she boasted about it. She sung a song about it, about how because of her, you know what I'm saying, supposedly the Most High, what she say? If it had not been for her, then Israel would have just basically been messed up. Let's see if I can find it. But that's pretty much. See, then sang Deborah and Barak. Barak was with her, the son of Abinoam, on that day, saying, what? The inhabitants of the villages ceased. They ceased in Israel until that I, Deborah, arose. That I arose a mother in Israel. So the inhabitants of the villages ceased, and they ceased in Israel until I arose. She basically took all the credit. But really, it was the Most High who did it. All right. So anyway, hopefully you were edified by that. You know, rather than cuss you out, I'm just showing you what the scriptures say about it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's not really for, I mean, if you have a question, you have a question. But as far as putting forth your opinion and saying what you think, is not really your place. It's not really nobody's place to necessarily do such things. You just got to continue to study. And there is a distinction, you know, there is a distinction between man and women. And as you clearly said, he doesn't really distinguish between man and woman. Well, yeah, he does. So anyway, hope that somebody was edified through that. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. And with that, I'll say shalom.